Being one of many fascinating natural panoramas of Indonesia, Mount Gede and Mount Pangrango National Park is an unceasing magnet that always attracts visitors to come and explore the park while having a good time there.
Visi pengelolaan Taman Nasional Gunung Gede Pangrango tahun 2011-2020 adalah Taman Nasional Gunung Gede Pangrango menjadi pusat pendidikan konservasi kelas dunia. Selanjutnya visi tersebut dijabarkan ke dalam misi. Yang pertama adalah mewujudkan seluruh fungsi Taman Nasional Gunung Gede Pangrango bagi masyarakat. Yang kedua, mengembangkan pusat pendidikan konservasi kelas dunia.
This 22,851.03 hectare conservation area lies in the heartland of West Java and spreads out over the regencies of Bogor, Cianjur, and Sukabumi. It is located not far from Jakarta, the capital city of the Republic of Indonesia, and Bandung, the capital of the province of West Java. The conservation site is a habitat to some 1,500 plant species and several are protected rare plants, including kantong semar, perut, anggrek kiaksara, pinang hijau. Some 1,000 animal species inhabit this conservation area. A rich variety of bird species live in the national park and can easily be spotted here. Over 50% of the avian species of Java Island make their home here. Among others, elang Jawa, puyuh gonggong, rangkong, burung kuda. World avifauna experts have established Mount Gede and Mount Pangrango National Park as an important bird area and endemic bird area. Mammalian species found here include owa Jawa, surili, lutung, terenggiling, macan tutul. Wild vegetation and animals interact with their environment and form and shape the ecosystem. In general, the Mount Gede and Mount Pangrango National Park is part of a tropical mountain rainforest ecosystem, which can be differentiated into submontane forest ecosystem at an elevation of 800 up to 1,500 meters above sea level. Montane forest ecosystem at an elevation of 1,500 up to 2,400 meters above sea level. Subalpine forest ecosystem at an elevation of 2,400 up to 3,019 meters above sea level. In addition to above three major ecosystems, other types of ecosystems are also found, namely mountain swampy forest, crater vegetation, mountain lake ecosystem, hot water swamp ecosystem, crop forest. Besides rich natural resources, the park also boasts various beautiful natural phenomena worth visiting, including Situgunung Mountain Lake, Gayonggong Marshes, Ciberem Waterfall, Salabintana Waterfall, Mountain Meadow, Hot Water Spring, Mountain Peak. Mount Gede and Mount Pangrango National Park is a rain-catch area that supplies water for 4 river basins of the rivers Ciliwung, Cisadane, Citarum, and Cimandiri. This mountain region provides some 213 billion liters of water per year that fulfills the needs of agriculture, households, industries, and tourism are the production of about 497,000 tons of oxygen annually and storage of approximately 142 up to 232 tons of carbon per hectare of land. This natural wealth-loaded region lies in proximity to dense residential areas, development sites, higher educational institutions and research centers, and surrounding highways that link the cities of Bogor, Cianjur, and Sukabumi. Then, in 1977, UNESCO declared the Mount Gede and Mount Pangrango region as a World Biospheric Preserve called Cibodas Biospheric Preserve. Globally speaking, the national park has an important role in climate change mitigation. Its function as the lungs of the world, as a nature laboratory, as an educational vehicle, and ecotourism destination. On natural and regional scale, in addition, the national park plays a crucial part in water management, air pollution absorber, keeper of biological diversity and germplasm, as well as a vehicle for research and environmental education. Metaphorically, the national park is like a small island amidst a sea of human beings. Over 30 million people live in the surrounding area. This condition makes the park very central to bring change in people's behavior in the effort to preserve the natural resources and ecological environment. The national park plays an important part in microclimate control, in water supply management with regard to ecotourism, education, and training sites. As a nature conservation area, Mount Gede and Mount Pangrango National Park plays an important role in making people aware of God's precious gift, which deserves our gratitude and must be preserved. The urgency of conservational efforts with regard to innumerable germplasm, the use of which are yet unknown, like plants, animals, microorganisms, and their ecosystem, that have a very important role in ensuring the continuity of life. Mount Gede and Mount Pangrango National Park continues to enhance its operational quality in order to further develop the park's function, benefits, and role. Its operation onwards emphasizes the attempt to heighten people's awareness and concern as part of the conservation education program. Conservation education was initiated since the founding of the national park and continues to the present day. At the beginning, the conservation education program laid more emphasis on the effort to change cognitive knowledge with the objective of informing the local community that a conservation site exists around their dwelling place. These include providing information, illumination activities, and organizing exhibitions. At the next stage, conservation education places emphasis on effective understanding and awareness, among others, through education of conservation caterers, conservation campaign, conservation camp, and school visits. Presently, the conservation education program is more focused on the effort to change motoric behavior, concern, and participation, which is, among others, realized in the forming and fostering of partners of the forest rangers, nature lovers groups, volunteers, conservation village models, forest farmers groups, interpretation forum, and tree adoption program. In support of conservation education program development, various facilities are provided as follows: Nature Lovers House, Visitors Information Center, Conservation Education Center, House for Researchers, Camping Ground, Canopy Trail, footpaths, collection of ornamental plants and medicinal herbs. However, basically conservation education development at Mount Gede and Mount Pangrango National Park sticks to the principle rich in programs and minimum in facility and infrastructure, which means minimizing the construction of facilities and infrastructures.
Jadi tidak salah bahwa Taman Nasional Gunung Gede Pangrango ini mempunyai visi menjadi pusat pendidikan konservasi sekelas dunia. Kenapa? Karena sebenarnya keanekaragaman hayati di Taman Nasional ini sudah sangat luar biasa, bisa dijadikan tempat untuk mendidik para pengunjung maupun para anak-anak sampai bahkan para eksekutif untuk lebih memahami, lebih mencintai dan memberikan penghargaan yang tinggi terhadap alam itu sendiri.
In view of the complexity of the problem related to conservation efforts, the involvement and participation of the parties concerned are required according to each competency. As part of developing conservation education, the officials in charge of forest ecosystem control have started a cooperation with following partners: volunteer groups of the National Park, Conservation International Indonesia, Alami Foundation, Raptor Conservation Society, Organization for Industrial, Spiritual, and Cultural Advancement or OISCA Training Center, Sukabumi, Wana Prasta, Green Radio FM, and Japan International Cooperation Agency or GICA. A collaboration has also been entered with following organizations: Voluntary Service Overseas, VSO, Bavarian Forest National Park, Germany, Kinabalu National Park, Malaysia, Perth Zoo, Australia, Gunma Safari Park, Japan, etc. The many potentials of the ecosystem, biological diversity, landscape and physical condition, as well as its strategic location, have made Mount Gede and Mount Pangrango National Park a very ideal site for a world-class natural resources and environmental education center. Hopefully,